Are you wondering what good and healthy play looks like in a puppy? Wondering how and where to set up that play date? Well, in today's video, I'm going to teach you all about puppy playtime and how to choose the right toys in the right location and the right playmates. By the end of this video, you're going to love watching your puppy play because you'll be so confident in what you're seeing. Michelle here with How to Train a Dream Dog. Before I jump in, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified when another great video like this one goes live. Alright, today's format is going to be just a little bit different. We're going to have a pop quiz. Alright, don't worry, you don't have to study for this one, and I'm actually going to give you all the right answers. But I want you to play along and see if you get them right first. Let's get started. Alright, I'm going to ask you a question about puppy play, and I'm going to give you just a few seconds to think it through. And if you need time, go ahead and hit that pause button as well. Then I'll tell you the right answer, and then I'm going to tell you why the other ones are not so good. So be sure to keep a tally of how many you got right, because in the comments, that's for bragging rights. Alright, our first topic regarding play is all about toys. So, which one of these toys are suitable for a 9-week-old puppy in a crate? Some of the choices are stuffed plush toy, split antler, loosely braided rope, or a filled West Paw topple. Okay, here's your 3-second pause. Tell me which one you'd leave with your puppy in the crate. And the answer is the West Paw topple. Now, you might not be as familiar with this one, but it's a lot like a Kong. It's made of a hard rubber, and there are actually places in here where you can fill it with food. The thing I like about this one is that it's a little bit more open, and this part is going to actually allow your puppy to get in and get at the food a little bit easier. But what about those other toys? Well, some of them are things we actually recommend, like split antlers. They can be good for strong chewers, and a nylabone might be better fit for puppy teeth though. And this braided rope toy, it actually needs to be tightly braided so that the puppy can't chew off or pull off pieces that can get swallowed and stuck in their intestines. And a plush toy, well, I don't know about you, but in my house, that would be gone and in a pile of fluff in about 2.5 seconds. Your mileage may vary. So it's important to evaluate your puppy's style of play and choose the right toy that's for him or her. It's also important to think very carefully about what toy or item you will leave in the crate with your puppy when you're gone. No collars, no harnesses, no plush toys, and no bedding while in the crate. And even the rope toy, that's a nopity-nope for right now as well. A 9-week-old puppy should really only have a Kong or a West Paw topple, maybe even that nylabone or benabone when you're away and you're not able to supervise them. The snuggle puppy is also an exception, and that's only if you've watched your puppy carefully and that there's no gnawing on it or chewing on it. For more information on products like this that I recommend, you can check out this video here, which includes specific links to things I like. Alright, now that you've gotten the hang of this game, let's move on to that next question about playtime with other dogs. Now, as you probably know, socialization is really important, even from a young age. Remember that socialization isn't just with other dogs. It's with new people, and sights, and sounds, and smells. But for today, let's talk about puppy playdates. Now, which one of these playmates are the best for your new puppy? A, same age dog. B, dog with similar size and temperament. C, same breed of dog. And the answer is B. You might have thought that puppies who are the same age should always be okay to play together, but that's actually not necessarily true. The most important thing is to understand your dog's play style and the temperament. Does your dog like to run with other dogs, or is he more of a wrestler? Maybe he likes to roll and tumble. You won't know until you try out a play date or two. Now, if you're watching carefully, you'll start to see the way your dog likes to play, and you can better match up a play date with a similar dog. Arranging a meetup with a similar sized dog is also really important. Puppies really aren't aware of their bodies, and they aren't so good at making sure that they don't hurt other dogs. Now, you might have a 5-year-old Shih Tzu and a 5-month-old Lab. Well, the 5-month-old Lab towers over that Shih Tzu. Now, unless that Lab likes to do all his playing while laying down, it's not going to be a good fit. When arranging playdates, try to choose owners that know their own dog's play style and set the expectations that the first play session is short and sweet, just to observe the dogs and get a sense of their play style. This is not a time for an hour or two of backyard play. Maybe try a few minutes of play, a little break for a cool down, a few more minutes of play, another break, and so on. I would suggest the first play date be about 15 to 20 minutes. Less is more when it comes to play dates, especially that first one. Take this process slow with your dogs and be their advocate. Now in my online course, 30 Days to Puppy Perfection, I have a lesson on evaluating puppy play. It's actually one of the lessons that my students love the most. I show you what to look for in healthy play, what the body language means when two dogs are interacting, and when it's time for the human to get involved. Now if that sounds like something you'd be interested in checking out, head to the link below to enroll in my online course. All right, I've got 2 more questions for you, this time all about location of the play. Let's tackle everyone's favorite, dog parks. Which one of these are the most important thing to look for in choosing a dog park for your play date? A, cleanliness of the ground. B, different areas for different sized dogs. C, safe obstacles for the dogs to climb on. D, none of the above. The answer is D. If you've been following my YouTube channel or watching any of my live broadcasts from my Puppy Training with Michele Lennon Facebook group, you've probably heard this already. I know, it seems like I'm spoiling all the fun, but trust me, I've been doing this 20 years. The stories that I have heard about the dog parks are gonna actually make your head spin. Plus, you don't wanna see what I've seen just observing dog parks. Yep, that's right, I've been the weirdo that have gone to the dog parks just to watch the dogs interacting. This is actually a crucial activity for dog trainers in learning to perfect our observation skills when we're working with dogs and how they're interacting together. Unfortunately, too many dog owners bring inappropriate dogs to the dog park. Now these dogs tend to start fights, whether they mean to or not. And many people don't follow the rules about leaving food and toys or kids under 10 out of the park. Many people don't know how to read canine body language, and they misinterpret the signals that dogs are giving off. Then they brush off the signals, which puts their dog as well as the other dogs in danger. Other people bring sick dogs with kennel cough or contagious warts to the dog park. Really, the safest place for 2 dogs to meet is in a fenced-in yard. Here's a safety pro tip. I know it's a natural thing for you to meet up at the park and drop the leashes so the pups can roughhouse and play for a bit. But dogs should never play together when they have a leash or a collar on. Teeth can actually get stuck, or buckles can become intertwined, and they might end up with 2 dogs who are stuck together. This could actually cause one or even both of them to panic due to their natural instincts to resist pressure. And this is really a dangerous situation. So letting 2 dogs play in a fenced-in backyard where all collars and harnesses can come off is really best. Now be sure to take some time to evaluate if the dogs are suitable for each other, like I suggested earlier in the video. Okay, we have time for one more question. Don't forget to tell me in the comments how many of these questions you got right. All right, the question is all about doggy daycares. Let's test your knowledge on what criteria you should look for in a safe doggy daycare. Which of these is most important to have in your doggy daycare? A, size and temperament match with your dog. B, several naps and downtime throughout the day. C, proper 1:5 ratio of humans to dogs. D, staff that is trained in canine behavior. The correct answer is E, all the above. Did I trick you? I didn't really mean to. There is just no way I could limit my criteria to just one. All of these are really important when picking a daycare for your pup. Now if you think, wow, that's gonna be hard to find in a daycare, you're right. I'm sorry to say, but a really good daycare that's going to meet your dog's needs is actually pretty hard to find. Most daycares won't be the best fit for most dogs. Doggy daycares may seem like a great option for fulfilling a dog's socialization needs and tiring them out so they can sleep well and settle at home. Unfortunately, that's not usually as simple as that. Doggy daycare is going to often create or reinforce some unwanted behaviors that will become problematic at home, like jumping and peeing on the floor. This video here can actually give you more information on dog parks and doggy daycares and give you some great ideas on other ways to exercise and socialize your dog. All right, how did you do? Did you get them all right? More importantly, did you learn something new? In the comments below, tell me how many you got right. Also, be sure to check out the other videos right here on this channel so that you can watch and get some great information about puppy raising and training.